if you're a regular BRM reader, you might remember that in July 2020 I built JS Models laser cut warehouse kit, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the end result looked fantastic and I'd be happy to put it on my layout. Well, I've got the latest in their range now, brand new. It's the canal lock kit. Now, you know, I'm familiar with canals. I live not very far from Harbury Locks, and canals and railways go together very nicely. So here's a kit to help you build your canal on your layout. Now, it's quite a sizable box here. If I run my tape measure over it, the box itself is 54 centimeters long, giving you, and just out of interest, 23 centimeters wide. So you're going to get quite a lot of model in this box. Let's have a look inside. And opening the box, what do we find? Well, first of all, we find several pages, up to 31 steps of instructions showing us how to put the kit together. And like a lot of these things, because they're designed on CAD for laser cutting, of course they've used CAD renders to help us show how to put the thing together, but it's the inside of the box that appeals. And here we have the main kit, all bubble wrapped together for safe transit. Let's take it out of the box and throw the box to one side. It's all taped together, but the first thing we find is a new innovation for JS Models, and that is a small box containing some etched parts. Now these look like handrails and various hinge bits. We'll put them back in the box and put that to one side nice and safely for when we do the build later. Here we go. There's quite a, appears to be two slabs of MDF, sprue A I'm looking at the moment, and they're all sellotaped together. So let's just run a knife across the, it's not really sellotape, it's sort of plastic, it's sort of super cling film packing tape. Right, and here we go. We have sprue A, which looks like it's the toe paths and the side of the lock. Sprue B, which is quite a lot thinner. That sprue A is, shall we say, it is 5mm thick, 5.5mm thick. Sprue B is quite a bit thinner, and I would have said these look like lock walls and the various chambers. Sprue C, those are obviously lock gates, more walls and some steps by the look of it, and there appears to be a little gauge there for angles, so we'll see how that goes together. Ladder rounding jig, I assume that's something to do with the with the etch bits. That's sprue E, again quite a thick piece, and more lock gate parts and some handrails on sprue D. So I suppose the thing I ought to do now is try and take some of these pieces off the sprues and see how they slot together to get an idea what this model's going to look like. Okay, I've cut out the parts for the main lock chamber. Let's just have a quick look to see how they slot together, following the instructions. Handy little diagram which works. Everything's going together really well. It's slightly loose, so it's going to need some glue in there, but then, you know, it is a kit, you glue it together. And everything, I mean, I've not cleaned up these parts or anything, I've just cut them straight from the sheet, and yeah, look at that, absolutely spot on, no argument there. That's going to go together really, really nicely. And you know, the other thing is it's quite well designed, so you can't you can't put the thing together the wrong way round. Now it's quite a nice little 3D shape, and I look forward to building the rest of the kit. Okay, now I was planning to stop the video at the point we've just seen where I got a few bits put together, but you know how it is, you're standing there with a new kit and you start slotting bits together and you think, well, I'll just do one or two more. Well, in a few minutes, with the aid of a load of blue tack, because I want to paint this as I assemble it for the magazine, there we have the basic lock together. We've got up here, we've got the main the top chamber. Bolts will come into here, the lock gates will slot into here and exit out that way. There's nice little cutaways for ladders. The ladders are in the etched parts selection, and there's even a little jig to help you form the rounded top shape of those, which I should be keeping for future use, I must admit. And there we have it. Now this kit is 75 quid, which doesn't seem like a lot of money for all the for everything you get. From the towpath end up to here, it's 493 millimeters and 40 millimeters deep. So, you know, a proper scale lock for a 00 gauge railway. The bits go together, certainly so far I've not cleaned any parts up. I've literally just taken them out of the fret and slotted them together. All the bits go together beautifully, and I look forward to doing a full build in a future issue of BRM.